A son-in-law, driven by greed, sneaks into his father-in-law's house, eyes locked on a safe he's sure holds a fortune. He's smug, thinking this robbery will solve his secret debts. The lock clicks open, but instead of cash, he finds a stack of letters. His own words, confessing to betraying his wife. His heart races as he realizes the father-in-law knew all along, setting a trap. The old man steps from the shadows, voice calm but razor-sharp, confronting him with the truth. The daughter's tears follow, her trust shattered. Suspense builds as the family unravels the lies, leading to a twist where justice stings harder than he ever expected. Shock, betrayal, and a moral reckoning grip the air, leaving everyone questioning loyalty. He thinks he's clever, plotting to rob his father-in-law's wealth to cover his tracks. The house is quiet as he creeps in, prying open a hidden vault. But instead of gold, he finds a journal. Pages filled with proof of his own deceit, his secret affair laid bare. His stomach drops as the father-in-law's voice cuts through the silence, revealing he'd been watched for months. The confrontation is raw, anger flares, hearts break, and the daughter learns the truth. Suspense coils tight as the family faces the betrayal, culminating in a poetic twist where the son-in-law's greed becomes his undoing. Justice lands like a hammer, leaving viewers stunned by the emotional fallout. The son-in-law's plan is simple: rob his father-in-law and vanish with the cash. He slips into the house, heart pounding, and cracks open a locked box. Inside, no money, just a file with photos of him, evidence of his lies about his past. The father-in-law steps ahead, had been gathering proof. The air thickens with suspense as he confronts the thief, his daughter watching in disbelief. Her pain fuels the drama, her trust in her husband crumbling. The story races towards a shocking reveal, where the son-in-law's betrayal turns the family against him. Justice unfolds in a way that leaves everyone reeling, perfectly capturing the sting of betrayal and the weight of truth. He's cocky, thinking robbing his father-in-law is a quick fix for his debts. The safe opens, but instead of jewels, he finds a recorded confession, his own voice, admitting to disloyalty. His blood runs cold as the father-in-law appears, eyes gleaming with quiet triumph. The setup was deliberate, every move calculated to expose the truth. The daughter's heartbreak fuels the tension, her anger clashing with his shame. Suspense builds as the family confronts the lies, leading to a twist where justice hits harder than he ever imagined. The emotional weight, greed, betrayal, and retribution grips viewers, leaving them stunned by the moral fallout and the cost of broken trust. The son-in-law's greed blinds him as he sneaks into his father-in-law's home, hunting for cash. He finds a hidden safe, but inside, no treasure, just a dossier detailing his own betrayal of his wife. The father-in-law, always watching, steps forward, his voice steady as he unveils the trap. The daughter's shock turns to rage, her world shattered by the truth. Suspense weaves through every moment, from the discovery to the confrontation, as the family grapples with lies. The story races towards a twist where justice feels both cold and satisfying, leaving the son-in-law exposed and the audience hooked on the raw emotion of betrayal and redemption. He's sure he's outsmarted his father-in-law, creeping through the house to steal what's his. The safe opens, revealing not money but a file, proof of his own lies meticulously collected. The father-in-law's voice breaks the silence, calm but cutting, as he reveals the setup. The daughter's tears add weight to the scene, her trust in her husband crumbling. Suspense builds as the betrayal unravels, leading to a confrontation where justice strikes with precision. The emotional stakes, shock, anger, and a moral twist, keep viewers glued, as the son-in-law's plan collapses under the weight of his own deceit, delivering a story that resonates with the sting of betrayal. The son-in-law is desperate, thinking robbing his father-in-law will save him from ruin. He pries open a vault, but instead of cash, finds a hidden camera, his every move recorded. The father-in-law steps ahead, had rigged the trap to expose his disloyalty. The confrontation is electric, with the daughter's heartbreak fueling the drama. Suspense tightens as the family faces the truth, his lies laid bare. The story races towards a twist where justice lands hard, leaving the son-in-law stunned and the audience gripped by the emotional clash of greed, shame, and retribution. Every moment pulses with the raw sting of betrayal and the satisfaction of truth unveiled. He's driven by greed, sneaking into his father-in-law's study to steal what he thinks is his ticket out. The locked drawer opens, revealing a letter, his own words, confessing to an affair. His hands shake as the father-in-law steps in, his gaze cold and knowing. The setup was perfect, every lie documented. The daughter's pain cuts deep, her trust shattered in the confrontation that follows. Suspense builds as the family unravels the betrayal, leading to a twist where justice feels both cruel and deserved. The story's emotional core, anger, heartbreak, and moral reckoning hooks viewers, delivering a tale that perfectly balances shock and satisfaction in the revenge niche. The son-in-law's plan to rob his father-in-law seems foolproof, a quick grab for cash. But the safe holds no money, just a dossier exposing his betrayal, his secrets spelt out in black and white. The father-in-law, cunning and prepared, confronts him, his voice dripping with quiet rage. The daughter's shock turns to tears, her world collapsing. Suspense drives the story as the family faces the truth, each moment thick with emotion. The twist delivers justice with a sharp edge, leaving the son-in-law exposed and the audience riveted by the clash of greed, shame, and moral revenge that defines the betrayal storytelling niche. He thinks he's clever, slipping into his father-in-law's home to steal his way out of debt. A hidden compartment opens, but instead of riches, he finds evidence. His own betrayal, recorded in damning detail. The father-in-law's voice cuts through the dark, revealing he'd been waiting for this moment. The daughter's heartbreak fuels the suspense, her trust in her husband shattered. The confrontation builds to a twist where justice lands like a blade, exposing every lie. The story's raw emotion, shock, anger, and retribution grips viewers, delivering a tale of betrayal and moral reckoning that hits every mark for suspenseful storytelling in the revenge niche.